Hi everyone, we're going to do some exam practice on Eine Kleine. Okay, there are 4 things that you need to know for the exam. The context and the facts, recognizing the section, the elements of music, and the most difficult score reading. And we're going to go into a bit more detail with score reading. Okay, let's have a look at the kinds of facts you need to know. Well, it's written by Mozart, it's a string quartet. You might need to know when it was written, you might need to know what period of time it was written in. And you need to recognize this section. This is huge. You need to be able to hear it. You need to be able to recognize it on sight. So, for example, let's have a look at this section. Is it minuet or trio? Is it section A or B of the minuet or trio? It was minuet section B. Right, test yourself now. Let's have a go. Is it minuet or trio, section A or B? And you can listen and you can look and try and work it out. What do you think? Write it down. Answers coming up. It was the trio, section B. Right, this is a bit harder. You're going to test yourself, but you're not going to see the score. You're just going to use your ears. Good luck. What do you think it is? Write your answer down. Sounds very similar to what we've just heard. But it's trio section A. And now we're going to try and recognize the section just by looking at it. Have a look, write your answer down. Which section do you think this is? How well do you know the score? This is tough. Write your answer down. Answers coming up. It was minuet section B. So that's what you need to be able to do in order to recognize the section. Go and look at the video over and over again, get the piece really clear in your mind and test yourself on which section. Okay, thirdly, you need to know these elements of music. Example questions might be, describe the texture in this section. Compare the dynamics in this section. Remember this really enormous table I gave you? It is really tough to work out what's going on, but if you memorize this table and are able to fill it out from scratch, you will be able to answer these exam questions like describe the texture. And I gave you this practice sheet as well to have a go at writing down imaginary exam questions. Now, number 4, the score. This is really tough. You've got to learn how to read the music, recognize the different symbols, and know exactly what all of them mean. Okay, this sheet is really helpful, this colorful sheet, because it really does label everything for you that you need to know, apart from just a few more complicated things. Here's an example, and this is actually an exam question. So you'll get a little score and then you'll get the question, give the meaning of sotto voce. You can see it in the score if you look really closely. Look closely till you find it. Write an answer down, what you think it means. If you don't know this yet, it's fine. You're still practicing for the exam. But you do need to know this for the exam. It means under the voice. Okay. Here's another example question, and this is also from the exam. Identify a bar where the melody moves chromatically for the whole bar. Okay, well, this is tricky because you need to know what the word chromatically means and you need to know what bar number means. Okay, there's a few ways that you can learn this. Firstly, again, keep looking at your score, make sure you understand all the symbols and you've learned where the different things happen. You can also look at these lectures because these lectures explain lots of the terms. But really, you need to know the online dictionary and you need to know that list of terms that I gave all of you. Accidentals means lots of chromatic notes. The notes outside of the scale, so what you should see is lots of sharps and flat signs. I've highlighted the sharps and flat signs, okay? Identify the bar where the melody moves chromatically for the whole bar. Well, I've highlighted where there's accidentals. Lots of accidentals means chromatic. And it's bar 5, which you can see I just highlighted, and bar 6 where there's lots of accidentals, but it is bar 5 out of those 2 bars that where it moves chromatically for the whole bar. As I said, it's really tricky. Okay, now this is from the revision sheet that I have given you, okay? So I'm going to deal with a couple of the questions in here that are tricky. First one is label the anacrusis, the time signature, the key signature, the trills, and the alto clef. Those are 5 different terms that you need to know. Answers are coming up. You can check this against what you put. And all the answers are there. So you have to look for the word anacrusis, you have to look for the word time signature to find where all of those things are. Here's another question that was on your revision sheet. What key is the trio in? What key is the minuet in? And the really difficult question, I think, is the third one down, which asks you about octave leaps, dotted crotchets, staccato, and chromatic notes. Try that question if you haven't already. And here are the answers. It actually, if you look carefully, it shows you where the octave leaps are. It shows you where the chromatic notes are. Actually, sorry, it doesn't show you where the chromatic notes are. That's something that you need to know. Now, this is step 1 of revision. This is not everything that you need to know, but it's a really good start. Well done for learning Eine Kleine in this much detail. It's tough, but we're going to get through it. Well done, everyone.